Today in this video, we're going to rank every single one of the war weapon challenges that we have done in the map, Call of the Dead. Right, we'll start, as we always do, with the M14 challenge in Call of the Dead. And I actually really did enjoy this challenge, you know. I really did enjoy this challenge. I'm not sure where to put it, to be fair. It was a lot of fun to play. We were on the side of the first room where the M14 and the hill that heads up towards the lighthouse. So the door towards the power and the boat and the shipwreck by the boat there was kept closed. Kept open. And the door towards the lighthouse was kept closed. I think, given the standard of Call of the Dead challenges, I know which one is going to be going in the S tier, by the way. I know that straight from the off. I think this is definitely an above average challenge. I'm going to put it as an A tier challenge. It's definitely going in A tier.
He's on his way. He's angled yours to try and get me off the revive. It didn't work. I know your strategy. It's all the yellow goes to white. It's like, right, might be happening. Come revive me.
I'm gonna keep drinking my Bulmers.
No, please no. I've been turning. I have.
Oh, that was naughty.
Did it start?
Can you grab that?
This is
nice.
a setup, this is.
Yeah, I promise you it wasn't. I got him. I'm cornered. Oh my god.
This is the end.
This is the end. I'm in frozen water, yeah, without any perks. I'm dead. Yeah, nothing I could do. Damn, what a challenge that was. GG.
34 downs. 100 down game, lads. Love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, there was some good funny moments with it. Obviously, the chaos at the end paid off as well. You know, I like a video that has some funny moments and chaos in it. I was able to go reviving everyone as green player as well, so that's always a nice treat. You know, it's always part of the fun. For me, at least, being green player, not taking any hits because zombies prioritize white, then blue, then yellow, then finally the green player. So anytime I'm green player, I'm loving life. I'll run around, I'll revive teammates, and we'll crack on. On the other side of the first room, however, was the Olympia challenge. We did need to flesh this challenge out with a solo attempt. I don't think it's the worst we've done on Call of the Dead, but it's definitely below average. It's definitely below average, so it'll go in C tier. What do we call these again? I haven't ranked challenges for a while. I'm rookie. Look at this. Pathetic. Let's just address the elephant in the room right away here, shall we? We will put the worst of Ricktness in, AK-74U challenge. It's oftentimes AK-74U challenges are fun. I quite like the AK-74U. It's quite good. There's been some really good AK-74U challenges on BO1. Not in Call of the Dead, however. This is probably the worst. Well, you know, I'm ranking it as the worst challenge in Call of the Dead. The space that we were in for the challenge was just way too open. You're too overpowered for what you're trying to do in a challenge. You know, you want to be struggling to survive, but when you've got so much space, you've got Mustang and Sally, a pack-a-punched AK. I think we had all 7 or 8 perks because the amount of times we were killing George. You also then had claymores on top of that, the sickle. Yeah, we were just too overpowered. The challenge was just a drag. No one enjoyed it. I had to rerun it solo and sort of flesh it out with a solo attempt just to sort of make the video watchable. So yeah, worst of Ricktness. As we head up the ship, we've got the MPL challenge. That was probably the most recent 4-player challenge we've done in Call of the Dead, and I think this one also was above average. We did need to use a little bit of magic, a little bit of console commands, a little bit of cheating, but we didn't cheat in the challenge. All that we did was enable no clip so that we could turn the power on and buy claymores because they were on either side of the door. So the MPL sort of here, and then the door there goes up the stairs towards the power, and then there's also a bit of debris where you would open up to go and get claymores and double tap. So we want to keep both of them closed to keep the, you know, fast-paced nature of the game ticking. And yeah, it was a good challenge. As we hop across the ship then onto the second sort of ship debris, I think it's actually snapped in half, hasn't it, the ship? So I think it's all one ship. But as you jump from one side of the wreckage to the next, you've got the MP40, which was actually only a 3-player attempt. I think it started off as a 4-player attempt, but I think it ends up as a 3-player attempt very early. It's going to go an average for that. I really prefer doing them with 4. 3 is always a bit of an awkward number, especially in a challenge like that where they come from multiple directions. You want to have as much firepower or as much manpower as possible, and I don't think we had that in the MP40 challenge. Nothing sort of rings true of it, other than, you know, maybe a couple of revives at the end, but that's just sort of standard. So for that reason and that reason only, it's going to go in average. My favourite challenge in Call of the Dead, the one taking the best of Ricktness category, has got to be the PM63. Fucking hell, what a buzz this challenge was. Obviously, again, you know, standard procedure. Ricktness was green player. which meant, as I explained, none of the zombies were targeting me. But we were in a little container. We weren't running around. There was no room. You had George, you had all the zombies, 4 players, all in this little container area like that. Both doors were open, so they were coming from both sides. That looked probably a little bit weird in the video there. I'm not going to cut to my face cam for that one. But yeah, like I said, wicked challenge, buzzed off it, revives left, right and central, chaos everywhere, people moaning, people groaning, which leads to funny times, especially when you've got people like Callum in, you know, who sort of create the sort of fun by just going down and being Callum at times. We love him though, we love him. But yeah, absolutely buzzed off the PM63, by far the best challenge in Call of the Dead.
See you, Joe. It was nice knowing you, pal. Oh,
yeah,
no,
Carl's in my way, Carl's in my way, Carl's in my way, keep going.
Oh, Joe's alive! He's alive!
I'll try to run out the corner for you, but I couldn't go. I've got their Mustang.
Lagging, and I'm dead. That's a GG, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that was impossible. That was impossible. Crawling out my way at the end was class. I realised we forgot the M16. We did the MPL and then we jumped across straight to the wreckage to study the challenges there. But actually upstairs, below the power by the flinger, is the M16. And it was a very average challenge. We had Sinon, who's a legend, my brother, my Turkish brother. We had Sergio, my Spanish brother, and we had Verzo, or whatever his name is these days, wherever he's going by. He's had more names than Cheryl Cole. Very average challenge, nothing to write home about. Same really for the MP5K as we head towards the other side of the map. MP5K will go on average. Few moments. I remember that video was when I first had acquired this Shure SM7B mic, and I hadn't got the configuration on it right at all. And I remember the audio is really off. To do the sky glitch, you've got to look up at the sky. So
yeah, I've heard of that one, yeah.
I'm nearly 23. It also doesn't have the 4-player perspective as well, so again, that sort of detracts from the video and the outcome of the challenge. So yeah, very average challenge. In fact, you know what? For the mic quality, for the lack of 4-player perspectives, it's going to go as a below average challenge, the MP5K will. Stakeout, I think there was a... Probably just put it in average, to be fair. Again, it's one of the 3 videos, or 3 challenges I should say, on this map where I needed to flesh the video out with a solo attempt. So I think I had to flesh out the Olympia, the AK and the Stakeout, which is normally an indicator actually that the challenge wasn't very good. And the reason I needed to flesh out the challenge was because it wasn't very good. So we'll pop it in there. Bro, nice triangle on the fucking gun. And I had stupid frame lag and it just didn't pull out my Mustangs. And then we've got a little bonus challenge here. This was a challenge we did in Call of the Dead. It was the Lighthouse challenge. So it was Sally's and then the first gun you got from the box. And you stay on the very bottom floor of the lighthouse with the door closed. Average, nothing really to report about it, nothing too memorable about it. So that is my ranking of the challenges we have done in the map, or the Black Ops 1 map more specifically, Call of the Dead. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one. Cheerio.